Hello friends and welcome to average classes. ठीक है. So last class we have discussed about simple manometers and I have told you that differential manometers will cover through some numericals. Okay, concept being the same, concept being gauge equation being the same, we will solve some numericals to better understand the differential manometer. Okay, so this is one of the question came in GATE 2016 mechanical for 2 marks. Okay, so this is your one U-tube inverted manometer. See, this is inverted, ulta. U-tube inverted manometer. Now what happened in our previous simple manometer is whether it is single column, whether it is inclined, okay, whether it is your U-tube manometer or whether it is piezometer, one end was always open to atmosphere. Okay, one end was open to the atmosphere. Okay, here what we are doing is, see, because it's differential means complete U-tube will be having some manometric fluid. It's not open to atmosphere. Okay, so directly we will get a gauge pressure from here. The difference will be your gauge pressure. In the previous case, the difference was we can get gauge pressure, we can get what? Your absolute pressure also. If you are taking atmospheric pressure into consideration, P absolute, because P absolute equal to P gauge plus or minus P atmospheric. ठीक है? Minus in case of vacuum pressure, suction pressure or negative gauge pressure, plus in case of positive gauge pressure. ठीक है? और P ATM plus or minus P gauge. Okay. So P ATM plus or minus P gauge, P absolute equal to. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब देखो इसमें. Now this is the question. This is a inverted. Which kind of manometer is here, sir? This is an inverted U-tube manometer. उल्टा है manometer. You remember our gauge equation, na? Gauge equation what I have told? Downward positive, upward negative. Remember that. ठीक है? So here you have, this is your A, pipe A. You have another pipe B, pipe A and pipe B. Pipe A has some oil of specific gravity 0.8. Pipe A has an oil of specific gravity 0.8. Pipe B contains water of density 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, water I have written in terms of blue and oil in terms of red. Okay, blue है पानी. Okay, so now height also given. Let us say this is your 100 mm, the A to B pipe distance. Then the height of this is given 200 mm. Next height is 80 mm, and then this entire thing is actually air. Entire thing is air, not empty. Okay, it cannot be empty. Come on, otherwise it will start going. So this is what? Air. Question was given this much. Okay, air. This is the tricky part. That's why it is 2 marks. So many people actually normally forget the air and they go for solving it. Then the answer becomes wrong. Okay. So you fill the air. Now we are starting the solution. Okay. We are starting the solution. We understood the question. The question is what is the difference of pressure between A and B. We understood the question. Now we are solving the question. So you fill it. This is your air. Black is your air. Okay. This is very important. Black is your air. Now see the pressure at here same, and the pressure at here will be what? Same. Jumping method. It will be same. Why sir? Why sir? See, this is the same continuous mass of uniform fluid. Continuous mass, uniform fluid. So at any horizontal level, the pressure is going to be same. So the pressure exerted by them is same. Okay. Now you take 2 points. This is your left limb. This is your right limb. Okay. Pressure, left limb and right limb. Understood? Now simple, very simple. Apply the gauge equation. Apply the gauge equation. Applying gauge equation. Gauge equation. Okay. Now, sir, can we apply directly? You have to make some uniformity. See, remember the answer they have asked in terms of kilopascal. There is no option here. So you have to type the answer in terms of kilopascal. Keep that in your mind. Okay. Simply you got the answer. Don't type that. Okay. See what? Suppose the answer is 4 kilopascal. But you got 4000. You typed 4000. Answer is wrong. GATE is very smart. They ask in terms of kilopascal, not in terms of pascal. Okay. So from here we know answer is in terms of kilopascal. So we'll make sure that our answer will get in pascal. Then we'll convert into kilo. Pascal is which unit of pressure? Sir, SI unit of pressure. SI unit of pressure. So everything you convert in terms of SI unit. S oil is 0.8. So what is the density of oil? Sir, density of S specific gravity, density of oil by density of water. So density of oil equal to S of oil into 1000. S of oil into 1000. So if I multiply 0.8 into 1000, how much I will get? 800. 800 kg per meter Q is the density of oil. ठीक है, हो गया. Now see, these all are in terms of mm. Convert in terms of meter. Okay, 100 mm, how much meter? Sir, 0.1 meter. Yes or no? 1 meter, 1000 mm. 1 mm, 1 by 1000 meter. So 0.1 meter. This is what? 0.2 meter. This is 0.08 meter. Divide by 1000. Everywhere divide by 1000, it converted to meter. Over. Okay? Now everything is over. Now we can go with the gauge equation. So applying gauge equation on both the limbs, that is your left hand pressure in the left hand limb equal to pressure in the right hand limb. So start. What is the pressure of pipe? Sir, the fluid is flowing at, means oil is flowing through the pipe at a pressure of PA. Okay? PA. Next gauge equation, what it says? Downward positive, upward negative. We are going what? Upward. So negative. Okay? PA minus what? Rho GH. Correct? So what is that? Rho oil multiply G into H oil. Okay? Let's give it name. We will write it H1. We will write this H2. We will write this H3. Okay? Height. So how much height? H2. Rho oil G H2. Okay? Again what you have above? Minus. What is this column? What is this height? Sir, height is 0.08 meter. What is here? Sir, air is there. So rho air multiply G multiply H3. Multiply H3. Okay? That is your what? Left side pressure. Our gauge equation says left side pressure must be equal to right side pressure, right limb pressure. So what is your right limb pressure? Sir, it is PB. The pressure which is flowing in the pipe B is PB. Okay? Pressure at B. The question they ask, what is the difference in pressure of pipe A and B? So PB. Now what? You are going up. You going up is minus. Going up is minus. What is there, sir? Rho water multiply G into total H. H1 plus H2 plus H3. See, the water is there till here. Okay, oil was up to here. So I wrote here there are two different fluids. Here there is only one fluid. Two different fluids being the oil and the air. Oil was having a height of 2.2 meter. Air's height was 0.08 meter. But on the right hand limb, I have only water from here to here. The total height is the height of the water only. Only single fluid, one fluid. So rho W G into total H. Total H is what? H1 plus H2 plus H3. H1 plus H2 plus H3. This is your gauge equation. Okay? Once you wrote the gauge equation, everything is makhan. Everything is makhan. Very, very, very simple. So now this implies take PB there. So PA minus PB. That's what they have asked in question. Question what they have asked? The difference in pressure. A and B. PA and minus PB. Now see, this is minus, this is minus. It went to that side, it will become plus. So I am taking that. Okay, so what I got? G here G, here G. Total G I am taking common from everywhere. Okay. So left is what? Rho oil multiplied H2. Okay. Rho oil multiplied H2. This minus also it will become plus. That is rho air multiplied H3. Rho air multiplied H3 minus rho water into the total height. Okay, H1 plus H2 plus H3. Okay, that's it. Your answer is over. Now so many people can solve by themselves. G is given 10 meter per second square. Density of oil is 800. Multiply H2 0.2. Okay, plus rho air 1.16, H3 0.08. Okay, this minus water. Sir, water is 1000. Water is 1000. Density multiply height. See, 0.1 plus 0.2, 0.3. 0.3 plus 0.08, 0.38 meter. That's it. Solve it. You are going to get your PA minus PB. Make sure to use, make sure to use virtual calci. Download the virtual calci and use it now. Okay, don't use your normal calci. You'll end up having the wrong answer. Okay, let's solve this. Okay, solve along with me. Come on, fast. Let's match our answers. How much you are getting, how much I am getting. Okay. Hey Baba, yes or no? You have to tell na. How would I know? Sir, this is online class, sir. What you are telling? Even if you say you cannot hear, that's fact only. That's fact only. 10. This one I got 160.0928 minus how much? 380 minus 380. So minus 380. Okay, multiplied by 10. The answer I am getting is minus 2199.072. What is the answer here? What is the unit here? Sir, everything is in SI unit. So Pascal. But what Gate has asked? Gate has asked in terms of kilopascal. Don't forget to convert the unit in kilopascal. Divided by 1000. So minus 2.199072 kilopascal. This is your what? This is your answer. So pressure at A is less than pressure at B. Pressure at A is less than pressure at B. See, the pressure at B is more. That's why the water column has rose this much high, and air has come to the left hand side, not on the right hand side, because the pressure at B is more and total pressure here is little more. Okay, understood? This is your differential manometer. What? U-tube inverted differential manometer problem. Inverted U-tube differential manometer numerical. Okay, understood? What we have done? Pause the video, note it down. Left, we wrote the gauge equation. Left hand side pressure equal to your right hand side pressure, or the pressure on the left limb equal to pressure on the right limb. Do not forget, the tricky part is to incorporate your air. People normally forget the air stuff here. Then same, your Pascal's law, what did it say? Sir, if there is a continuous mass of uniform fluid, then at any horizontal level the pressure will be same. Any horizontal level the pressure is going to be same. Hence your pressure at the left hand limb column equal to pressure at the right. Go ahead, solve the problem, you get your answer. Very good. Very good. Now let us try to solve this problem. Okay, this problem looks tough, but actually it is very easy. So you have two pipes, one is A, one is B. Both are having the same fluid, that is of specific gravity S1 and S1. And so there is a multi-limb, there is a multi-limb U-tube manometer. Okay. Question is easy. Don't take much tension. Okay, this is actually very easy. See, this S1 is still here. Okay, here also S1 is still here. So only thing is Pascal law, you remember. So see, up to this side and this side, whatever the S1 is there, it is the same continuous mass of fluid, same continuous mass of homogeneous fluid. So pressure at here and here is same. Okay? So you can isko neglect कर लो. Correct. Similarly, the pressure here and the pressure here it will be same, because same continuous mass of homogeneous fluid. So pressure at these two are same. So you neglect it. Okay. Now directly write the gauge equation. You write the gauge equation. See, left hand side what? PA going up, so minus H1 S1. So what about G? Ignore G because they are asking the height in terms of head of water. Okay. So don't get confused. So PA minus H1 S1. Left side over. Now go to right hand side. What is there? PB. Now what? We are coming down. Yes or no? We are coming down. So positive plus. H3 S1, height is given H3 this much, plus this is the height H2 S2. So what you got your PM, this is one more question, you cannot waste more time here. So PA minus P1 equal to H1 S1 plus H2 S2 plus H3 S1, option B, correct. You understood now what I am trying to say? Here pressure same, neglect it. Here pressure same, neglect this part. Okay, so PA, actually this became PA minus H1 S1 equal to PB plus H3 S1 plus H2 S2. Okay, so this much part has been omitted. Because of our Pascal's law. Okay, so it is much simpler. Very simple. 1 mark only. You cannot take more time for this kind of question. Come on, note it down fast. So now let's solve some more numericals. Okay, if you have gone through the concept of manometers, these problems you'll find very easy. So this problem is your previous year GATE 1990. Okay, we'll solve this. And this is one more problem. I think this is previous year EAC question. Okay, very easy questions. Don't worry. They ask what is the ratio of capital S to small s. See, there is a container here. This container has three different fluids. One fluid is having a density of rho and height of 3h. Okay, the middle fluid is having a density of 2 rho and height of 1.5h. The bottom fluid has a density of 3 rho. It's the most denser fluid. Okay, so that's why you know as the density decreases, they are floating on each other. Okay, so 3 rho and it has a height of h. Now what you did, you have connected a piezometer here. You need to know the pressure, total pressure in this pipe. So you have connected a piezometer here. I told you the fluid in the piezometer is the same as that of your container fluid. So what is the bottom end of the fluid? 3 rho. So the same fluid only has gone to the piezometer and it has occupied a height of capital H. So can you tell me what is the density of this fluid now? So this fluid density is 3 rho. This fluid density is 3 rho. So the height of this piezometer, the H height of the piezometer, which is having a density of 3 rho is the total pressure. Is the total pressure which is here. Yes or no? So now equate kar lo. Same. Do it. So the total pressure of this occupied is, go one by one. Remove your G, not required. We need H only now. Both the time G cancel. Okay. So 3H into rho plus 1.5H into 2 rho plus H multiply your 3 rho is equal to 3 rho multiplied by capital H. Multiplied by capital H. How much is this here? Sir, this is 3H rho. Okay, H rho common. Take it out. Take H into rho common. Take out. So what you got here? Sir, 3. What you got here? 1.5 into 2. 3. So you got 3 plus 3. What you got here? Again 3 is equal to rho H multiplied by 3. So what they want? Sir, they want capital H by small h. Okay. I am just cancelling rho and rho here. So what you got? 3 plus 3 plus 3. 9h equal to 3h. So what is the ratio of capital H by small h? So 9 by 3. That is 3 is your answer. One more question. You cannot waste more time. Okay. The pressure in the piezometer is nothing but the pressure of this. Yes or no? That's what the piezometer reads, right? It gives you the pressure. So that's why the piezometric pressure is equal to the total pressure of the container here. Okay? That left and right hand side you balance. So how you are writing? Rho GH, rho GH, rho GH. Here be rho GH. So I have took G common from both the side. Okay? Got it? Okay. Now coming to this question. This we have already discussed. Okay, same thing we have already discussed. If you see the theory, we have a direct formula. Okay, del H equal to small a by A into H. We have direct formula there. Okay, if you want to prove, we can prove this again. So they are asking, okay, here the area of this container is 500 times more than the area of this. Okay, so you have added certain volume here, but because of this initial level and all, you are having some error. So they are asking what is the error encountered. Simple. Make the volume on both the sides equal. Obviously, how much volume will pour here, the same volume will go up. Okay. So how much volume you have poured? Delta H volume you have poured. Okay. So now it has come across from delta H, it has gone H. Above. On the which side? On the right hand side it has gone. So you are calculating what is the error involved. Make volume on left limb is equal to volume on the right limb. How much is the volume, sir? Area. How much height? Delta H. Here area small h, height capital H. So how much you got? Delta H. So delta H I got small a by capital A into H. But they are having percentage error. They are asking the percentage error. So delta H by H is equal to small a by capital A multiplied 100. This is your percentage error. Okay. How much is this? So 1 by, how much is 500 multiply 100? 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is how much? 0.2%. So what is the error? 0.2%. See, this if you are taking the initial level, okay, so the initial level should have been little down. then only it would have given you correct answer, because you are adding. There is some mistake they have done here, delta S to H. So that's why they are asking what is the percentage error. So by accumulating this formula, the percentage error you found is 0.2%. That is the answer. That's it. GATE 1990 question this came. They asked what is the percentage error. No options were given. Okay? I hope you got it. Already we have discussed this in our theory. Okay, manometer theory. Correct. Pause the video, note it down. All are previous year questions. See, this either a previous year GATE question or a ESC question or a PSU questions. Remember that. All are previous year questions. So, but very simple, very, very simple. 1 mark, you have hardly 1.8 minutes in GATE to solve this problem. So that's why theory is very important. Let's solve some more numericals. Okay. So again, these are previous year your GATE questions. Let's come to this question. So they asked what is the absolute pressure of gas A in the bulb. Simple. This much only they asked. Okay. But in GATE 1997, they have asked what is the absolute pressure of A in the bulb, but the options were in terms of mm of Hg. Options were in terms of mm of Hg. Okay. So this they are asking absolute pressure. Remember, absolute pressure means now you have to take to the account the atmospheric pressure also. As we know, absolute pressure equal to atmospheric pressure plus or minus your gauge pressure. Okay. So remember, whenever we are solving, why these lines are given? These are nothing but the reference lines. These are the reference lines. We have to take such a reference line. We have to take such a reference line so that the bulk of the liquid will cancel out with each other. See, this reference line, I can take it here also, here also, here also, here also. So why you are taking the reference line here, sir? The purpose of taking the reference line here is, see, this is the same mass of continuous homogeneous fluid. Homogeneous continuous fluid. So as per the Pascal law, the pressure at this point, the pressure at the left limb L and the pressure at this point of right limb R are going to be same. Okay. Hence, this mass, this below whatever is there, the bulk of the liquid are cancelling out with each other. So that's why we took the reference line here. Okay. In previous numericals, I didn't mention that. So now pressure at left limb equal to pressure at right limb. Okay. Absolute pressure. They have asked everything you have to take in terms of what? Sir, SI unit. So water, we know what is the density of water. So density of water is 1000 kg per meter cube. The manometric fluid is given how much? 13.6 kg per meter cube. Again, see, this is blue, this is also blue dot I am showing. That means both are having same liquid. So this 5 centimeter is nothing but this is also your density of water. Okay. So this total height is h. Okay. How much is the total height? 10 centimeter plus 5 centimeter plus 12 centimeter. 17 centimeter, that is 0.17 meter. Okay. So this is 2 centimeter, 0.02 meter. This is your 0.05 meter and this is 0.1 meter, 10 centimeter. Okay. Got it? Huh? Now same. What? Left hand side, the pressure on the left hand side equal to pressure on the right hand side. See what actually I am going little slow. What happens is, so initially you have mercury. Okay. So when you pour this at A, you have some pressure of the gas, and here you have water. This side also you have little water. So because there is certain pressure at A, it started pushing. Because it started pushing, this mercury level has gone that side up. Mercury level has gone that side up, which means the pressure here is more. It's a high pressure. If there would have been low pressure, mercury would have stuck this side on the left leg. Okay. So let us solve the problem. Left hand side, write your gauge equation. Left hand side and right hand side. Okay. Now let us write the gauge equation. What is in the left hand side? You will get Pa plus rho GH, density of water, rho water, G and H water. This is your H water total. Okay, how much? 17 centimeter. Is equal to this side. This side what you have, sir? We have PATM, atmospheric pressure, plus then atmospheric pressure is till here. Okay, then here you have water again. That is your rho water, G into this time H is how much? Okay, let me take this is H1. This is my H1. This is my H2. Okay, rho G H1 plus density of your manometric fluid rho M G and HM or H2. Okay, very good. Now put the formula. PA I need. So everything I'll take that side. Okay. So P atmospheric plus density of water, sir, 1000. Okay, wait, let me write like this. Rho m GH1, sorry, rho water GH1, rho m GH2 minus this value, that is rho W G HW. Okay, rho W G HW. Now this implies my PA equal to PATM, sir, 101,325 Pascal atmospheric pressure. Okay, plus rho water, this two, rho water G, take common. Rho water is how much, sir? 1000. G is how much? 9.81. H1 minus HW. H1 minus HW. How much is your H1? Sir, H1 is 0.1 meter. H1 is how much? 0.1 meter. Total, your HW how much? Sir, 0.17 meter. So I am getting minus 0.07 meter here. Okay, good. Plus density of mercury 13,600 multiply 9.81, height of the mercury how much? 0.02. 0.02. Okay. Now what we'll do, sir, we are going to use our which calci? Virtual calci. You are going to use the virtual calci. Now start solving this. 13,600 multiply 9.81 multiply 0.02. Okay, this is what already minus, so I am taking minus this value 9810 multiply 0.07. Okay, so this plus this value plus 101,325. So how much I am getting is my P absolute I am getting 103306.62 Pascal. This is my absolute pressure already I got. But already answer as per this question over. But in GATE 1997, it was a 2-mark question and they expected the answer in terms of mm of Hg. In terms of mm of Hg. So you write like this. Rho m G Hm. Okay. mm of Hg they asked now. Mercury they asked. Rho Hg G Hg is equal to this value. 62. Now that's it. What is your height of mercury? You got 103306.62 divided by what is density of mercury? 13,600. What is G? Sir, G is 9.81. Okay. Now put the formula, get the answer. Divided by so I am getting an answer of 0.7742 meter. So convert into mm. If you convert into mm, multiply 1000. This implies H mercury. How much you got? 774.32 mm of Hg. So what is the answer in terms of mm of Hg? 774.32 mm Hg is the answer. GATE 1997 of the question. Okay, left hand rim equal to right hand rim. Here they are asked absolute pressure, so you have to take care of the atmospheric pressure. Suppose absolute pressure is not asked, they have asked what is the pressure of gas A, so you did not take atmospheric pressure. Answer what you will get in terms of a gauge pressure only. Because it's a gauge pressure, it may be positive, it may be negative, so you need not to worry. You need not to worry at all if it is negative also. Negative means vacuum pressure, suction pressure. Okay. Good. Now coming to this question, GATE 2000. See, this question has come for 2 marks, but this is a very, very easy and interesting question. You know, directly you can say the answer. This vacuum pressure is 50 centimeter of Hg, they say. Atmosphere is 76 centimeter of Hg. What is the value of H? So many great, good people, what they'll do? They'll write 26. No. See, simple. This is 0. This is minus 50. So what is the value of H? 50. What is the value of H? 50. So, okay, let us say, let us like the gauge equation, okay. Without writing the gauge equation also, you can see the problem and you can write. See, what is your atmospheric gauge pressure? 0, na? Take it 0. Pressure at the A is given minus 50 centimeter of Hg. We know the vertical line में pressure same होता है. Okay, so this pressure is minus 50. So what has to be this pressure equivalent to? Plus 50. Then only the same height में you will get 0 pressure. Okay, or you write gauge equation. You go and write the gauge equation on the the point A and point B, you write the gauge equation. If you want to solve, you can solve in this way also. Write the absolute pressures at A and B. Okay, write the absolute pressure at A and B. So your PA absolute equal to PB absolute. What is your PA absolute, sir? PATM plus rho G in H. PB means at this point. This point, okay, I'll write 1 and 2. Let me take 1 and 2. Already we have a A here. Okay, so P1 equal to P2. P1 equal to P2. So here you have a vacuum pressure. So write that in terms of absolute. What will you get? PATM minus P vacuum plus this height. What is that height? Sir, rho G H is the height that I need. Okay, here let us write H1. Any height is here. Nothing. This is open to atmosphere. So this is 0. So what you got? You got PATM is equal to PATM minus P vacuum plus rho G H. PATM gone. Take this side. So now your okay, rho G H this height is equal to your P vacuum. What is your P vacuum? Sir, rho G into H vacuum. Rho G into H vacuum. Rho G cancel. So this implies your H is nothing but equal to H vacuum. What is the H vacuum value? Sir, 50 centimeter of Hg. 50 centimeter of mercury. So answer is 50 centimeter of mercury. Without doing all these things also, by simply using your engineering judgment, you could have told the answer is 50 centimeter of mercury. Okay, good. Pause the video, note it down. So now let's try to solve this numerical. Okay, as a student, okay, who is just preparing for competitive exams and I came across this kind of numerical, it freaks me out. Okay, I think I saw so many stuff happening here. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7, so many things which freaks me out. Okay, because I don't know what is the difference. I don't know what this difference. Nothing I know. This is what they have given the question. So that's why we'll always go for tricks. Okay, and these are thumb rules. That doesn't see, these are not wrong. These are nothing wrong. It will save your time and you will solve very easily. Just keep in mind your Pascal. Okay. So what they have given is, they have told that there is a pipe. This is a pipe carrying water. So this pipe has what? Water. WATER. So it carries water. Okay, very good. Is attached to a differential gauge. So this is the differential gauge. Maybe it is flowing at a little higher pressure. So that's why it's flowing little more pressure. So that's why what? You have a little 3 more limbs. Okay, more number of limbs are more in the differential gauge. Is mercury gauge and 0.6 meter. It says the deflection in the mercury gauge is, this is 0.6 meter. So this is your mercury. This is your mercury. S mercury. Okay, and this is your water. The entire other thing is S water. S water, specific gravity of water, rho water, density of water, rho m, density of mercury. Okay, this is what they have given. Okay, now what is the PA minus PB in meter of water? They have asked this. Your answer, PA minus PB to be head of water. Okay, pressure head is in terms of, difference in pressure head is in terms of water they have asked. Now we'll solve. First we'll call Pascal. What he said? If there is a continuous fluid, of continuous uniform fluid, so the pressure and both this are same. So the pressure here equal to the pressure here. So omit it. So block it. Omit out. Okay. So we are not using this anymore. Now the pressure. So let me note it down. This is 0.1, 0.2. Let us say this is 0.3, 0.4. 0.5. Let me write this as 0.6. Okay, let me write this as 0.6. Okay, now see. So the pressure at 0.1 and 0.2 here both are same. So this much head of water is equal to this much head of water. So this omitted. Okay, not required. Then 0.2, 0.3 same, continuous mass of uniform fluid. So using Pascal, pressure at 0.2, pressure at 0.3 are same. So this much head of mercury will exert the same pressure as that of this much head of mercury. So this also out. So now from 1 to 3 over. Okay, we are eliminated. Now 3 to 4, yes, there is a pressure head of 0.6 that we are gonna consider. Now see 0.4 and 0.5 you see. 1 to 2 cancel. 2 to 3 cancel. 3 to 4 yes. Okay. Now 4 to 5 cancel. Why 4 to 5 cancels? Again, pressure of continuous uniform mass of uniform fluid. So the pressure head of this and the pressure head at here both are same. So left limb, right limb pressure, they cancel out each other. So pressure on top of this cancel. Okay, so 4 to 5 also over. Now left is this. Okay, this much is there. I cannot deny that, or I cannot avoid that. This has to be there. Okay, I know. This height is 0.6 meter. That's all I know. I don't know this much height. Let us say this is h1. So this height also going to be your h1. Okay, these two are of same height. 1 and 6 are same height. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3, 6. They are of same height. So 5 to 6. Yes, it is there. Okay. A to 1. Yes, it is there. And B to 6. Here it is there. So we are only going to take these points or these heights into account, and we'll write our gauge equation. And we are gonna write our gauge equation. Okay. So write your gauge equation. PA up negative, down positive, minus rho W G H1. PA minus rho W G H1. So 1 to 2 cancel, 2 to 3 cancel. Only this is there. That is rho M G H minus rho M G H. Okay, is equal to, write the PB minus this height. What? Rho W G, again height is H1 minus what is this? Water. Rho W G of H water. Of your H water. Okay. So this implies PA minus PB is equal to, write this came right hand side, so it became positive. Rho W G H1 plus rho M G Hm minus rho W G H1 minus rho W G HW. So rho W G H1, rho W G H1 cancel. So I got PA minus PB is equal to rho M G Hm minus rho W G HW. Need not to say this HW height is how much? 0.6 meter. HW height is 0.6 meter only. So this implies PA minus PB. What we do? The answer is in terms of meter of water. So multiply what? Density of water here, rho W. Okay, divide rho W and take G common, put it here. Okay. Now this expression is in terms of head of water. Now this expression is in terms of head of water. So what is here, sir? Rho M by rho W into Hm minus it's already water. Rho W by rho W into H. So what you got? You got Sm Hm minus S1 H water. Both are same. Sm is how much, sir? Sm minus S1 into HW they have given na. So this is your 0.6. Sm minus S1 into your Hm equal to HW, right? 0.6 only. So HMU right or HW right, both are same. So this implies this capital H equal to Hm is how much? 0.6. 13.6 minus 1, that is 12.6 multiplied by 0.6. How much you are getting? Please use your virtual calci. Which calci? Virtual calci. 12.6 multiplied by 0.6. I am getting answer is 7.5. So 7.5 meter of water. Answer is 7.5 meter of water. Okay? Understood? See, these questions will freak you out, but these are easy. Little bit you have to use your brain and you need not to get confused. Okay? From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's why we made point. 1 to 2 cancel, 2 to 3 cancel, okay, 4 to 5 cancel. So remaining is what? A to 1, 3 to 4, B to 6 and 5 to 6. This height is equal to this height. That is Hm is equal to H water. This height. Okay? Or I could have written like this. Rho PB minus rho water G into H1 plus 0.6 meter also. I would have written that also correct. That is also correct. Whatever, however you want, you can go ahead with this problem. Okay? Understood? Now, what you do? Pause the video and note it down. With this, I am concluding the numerical session. Okay, see, there will be so many numericals always. What I request to you is you try those numericals. If you are not able to solve this numerical, please, okay, snapshot, photo, something you put in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve those numerical and reply you personally. Okay, or I can go for the, you know, what you call it, class also, one more numerical session also. Okay, so I hope you all the best. Keep solving, keep learning, and please, 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 okay, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.